Hey Gloomies, and a happy Easter. We hope you've had a wonderful long weekend. We ended our weekend with a fancy dress competition at Easter Festival, and my stable yard chose the idea of the Minions from Despicable Me. So stick around and enjoy this fancy dress competition with all of us. This was the first time I saw a fancy dress competition advertised for the Easter Festival. Usually we'd be jumping, but we're coming down this year with retirement in December, so I'm spending as much time as possible with both my horses this year. We wanted to enter the fancy dress as maybe How to Train Your Dragon as a theme, with Ablesse being the dragon and I'm her warrior rider, but it was way too late to get the right costume for both of us. Even though I have seen so many interesting stuff on Etsy, which is definitely a possibility, I've always wanted to cosplay or LARP with my horses. Skippy finds it a bit weird and nerdish, but I love the idea. And this fancy dress has cemented that idea for me. My stable yard owner Renelle and her daughter-in-law Kim came up with the idea of doing the fancy dress as a team. Okay, so we all excitedly gave our ideas, and the Minions from Despicable Me animation came on top. The head trainer of our yard, Stan, would be Group.
This is not one happy horse.
Oh shit, look at her face. Ooh, Thomas.
Thomas.
Someone's getting grumpy.
Ew.
Magic just took it.
Whoa! Oh my gosh, girl.
His mother-in-law kindly sewed the amazing costumes for our horses and dungarees for ourselves. One of the riders from the yard, Cleo, knitted Gru's scarf in less than 3 days for Stan's costume, and helped Kim find our t-shirts, as well as the headbands of eyeballs for our helmets and our horse's head. It was a real team effort. The day before the competition on Saturday, our stable hands made sure that our horses looked in peak condition, with very glossy coats and conditioned manes and tails. They kept them inside during the rainstorms the day before, as well as the morning of the show. Just make sure that they stay less muddy and very pretty for the show. But it was raining non-stop on Friday as well as Saturday, so we were quite concerned. Most of the riders scratched their classes, so we were anxious to hear whether they would cancel or postpone our fancy dress. The night before, in the main stadium, the Bob Charter, it was not fit for riding, and most of the arenas turned into lakes as well. By 10 a.m. on Sunday, we feared the worst. It was still raining intermittently with hard bursts of rainfall. It looked as if the show body was going to cancel our event entirely. Sadly, they informed us they would cancel, as the other option was to do our fancy dress without spectators in a smaller arena with only live stream. That would have been pointless, as the idea of a fancy dress required a crowd. With heads hung low, we all decided to keep the costumes for another time. I wasn't sure when that time would come again for me, because Skippy and I am immigrating next year, maybe. Sure, I could always fly back, but that's a very expensive air ticket. Later that night, after a good hearty meal with family and a visit from the Easter Bunny in the rain, we got a message that they postponed our event to Monday morning, and in the hopes there would be no rain and a bigger crowd. So the next morning, the heavens opened for the first time that long weekend. We saw sunshine. I was concerned about catching a cold in just a t-shirt with the season changing to be more cold these days, but it felt so warm.
The happiest mare around. Hey, you ever gonna forgive me for this? No. Okay, cool. Let's go. Smile, Thomas.
So happily at 10 a.m. that morning, we got ready and all of us grouped together in the grass warm-up arena. It's Gru! Oh my god. Smile, Stan. Ooh, so grumpy. So tiny. Is everyone freaking out about the peacock?
Absolutely flying around the arena is good old Superman. Here to save the day, he blew away the cold windy wind we were facing yesterday. Squad mates, what do you have to say for Superman? Lots of support for Superman, yes?
Stan, it's the best I've ever seen you look.
Oh my goodness. Magic just wants to be friends.
Trying to get rid of the competition yesterday. You told me you weren't doing it, right? Huh? So you're trying to get rid of the competition yesterday. You told me you guys were doing it. No, we weren't. Yeah, I got caught into it.
It's Superman, folks! Faster than a speeding bullet, can leap tall buildings in a single bound.
All the different outfits were amazing. We had a young Superman on his flying pony, a proudly South African with an adorable falabella, and a scary peacock, I think, that mostly panicked the horses. There was also Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory team, and there were so many more. We all filed into the ring for a lap of honor, or, to show off. I saw familiar faces in the crowd, and it was great for a few laughs.
No, Ronnie, that's bribery. You can't give the crowds chocolates. You said you're going to give the crowds chocolate. Give us some as well, I can. You've got my votes in the bag. But it's not my vote that counts, it's the judges.
Easy go.
Sounds like it could be a winner over there, judges, so if you're paying attention. The emojis, Jonty and Jay Concern, Stephanie van Dierenta. They got some fans in the crowd. Lady Nicholas built up all the stops for the Rio Carnival. And of course we have the brave Jade Brady, Fantasy Kid Steve. Now I know there's going to be lots of fans for Sonic Mudner's Gru and the Man of Minions. What I really want to hear is a lot of South African pride for Desmond Drinkwater and Team South Africa. Yeah, because look to that field, they've got the votes there, exactly.
The judges had a hard time choosing the top 3 of the fancy dress. Sadly though, we did not win, but well done to Goddess Hera and her daughter from Farnham Riding School for the win. If you guys would like to see the fancy dress events, I've added a link with a timestamp in the description below. You can also watch the jumping events of the day too, such as the Easter Festival Grand Prix. We had so much fun and my head is already reeling with amazing cosplay and LARP ideas for Costa and Ablesse. So stay tuned for more news on that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and comment which outfit was your favorite.
Next year, we expect to see you all even more makeup, even more fun.